Where do Arsenal go next? I think it's just a key time to stay patient, lock in. You know what? That is just coping. Let's dive into it, boys. FA Cup. I feel like Santa because I honestly just think Arsenal are just gifting people random stuff now. Um, yeah, City. Here you go. Here's another trophy. EFL Cup final. You know what? I'm not over that one. I will say it, I'm just not over it. We've gifted them that. They're definitely going to win the FA Cup. Um, it's a tough one because their downfall season, they're going to be winning two trophies, and we don't even have one wrapped up. That being said, the Premier League and the Champions League are two different trophies in general, but also clearly Arteta plays them differently. So if he can lock in, get us the Prem sorted, obviously I'd be extremely grateful. And I know I'm just throwing that around. Always just going to win the. Mate, that's a massive achievement, and I'm very happy. I just think it's slightly disappointing the performances we've shown in the cup finals and cup quarterfinals, and especially with the depth we have. That being said, it can be forgiven, in my opinion, if we beat City at the Etihad, make a statement, get the Prem done. And, I would love the Champions League to go well, but I also understand that is another beast in and of itself. That being said, we're out of the FA Cup, so we have a bit more rest, a bit more flexibility. When it comes to the Champions League, I think the way we've been playing and the way teams play against us are quite different, and the two legs honestly suit us a lot. Um, yeah, obviously mentality might not be there at the moment, but like I said, I think they're two different tournaments, and he sets them up differently. He sets us up differently. Squad difference, tactics. Um, we've clearly seen. I'm not blaming it all on Kepa, but we've seen we play a lot differently with Raya. I think off the ball, the boys, might trust him a bit more in terms of that final save, catching it on crosses, whatever it might be. On the ball, Raya's distribution is phenomenal. Whether it be short, long, I mean those are really the only two options. But he is just good. Not that Kepa's not, but we've seen the team crumble a little bit over the last little bit. That being said, we could chalk it up to a few performances as a team and individual, unfortunately, in very crucial games. That being said, I do start to see a little bit of a pattern, and there's certain players that just are not up to it at this moment in time. Jesus and Martinelli, I like them, but Jesus especially hasn't been providing tons recently. Whether it's holding it up, he's not really doing it. Linking up, he's not in the press as much, um, and honestly, we just haven't been seeing finishes too much. Martinelli for me has always been a very class impact sub, but again, there's certain games you trust this guy as a winger. He is phenomenal at times, but recently he's not been up to standard. Um, I like both these lads, but it's crucial at times to have the right teams picked, and obviously at the Etihad, that's going to be a massive match where it can potentially decide the season. So if these guys are obviously fit in form, why not? But I can't see a world where the Yock doesn't start up top. And honestly, Trossard for me has been having a great season. Obviously, there's off games and stuff, but I think get him on left wing, Martinelli off the bench, and Havertz. That's another one we need to talk about. I think a lot of people saw that one link up with the Yock and thought it was god tier, and obviously he did it the other night. But other than that, lads, the questions need to be asked because that Southampton performance, I don't know. Now, for next steps, I do think the fans need to get behind the boys. There's still lots to play for, lots to earn, and two massive trophies on the line that we are by no means going to be gifted them or anything, but we can work towards. Still have a good shot, and yeah, I think this is not a time for the players obviously to get their heads down. But missing Rice is just, for me, that is very very like that's just everything. Like I know that sounds crazy, but he is everything for Arsenal at this moment. His mentality, on and off the ball, on and off the field, skill, technique, whatever you want to call, leadership, fight, just anything, boys. This guy is so crucial, and obviously Gabriel out now, one of our other core players, is gonna make it even harder. But yeah, I just think you know there is more pressure and less pressure at the same time. Less pressure in the sense, actually, sorry, more pressure, but less fatigue. I should say. Obviously, there's more rest and a bit, but that's why there's more pressure because everything's building up to just now the Premier League. and you're not getting those confidence, the bits of confidence by winning trophies, getting that feeling of going like that seems mental, but like the symbol I've just done, but like lifting a trophy, not the other one. Yeah, lifting a trophy, that feeling would be, something obviously they're going to want to do again, but now we haven't done it once again. 2 tournaments are gone. A bit of pressure is added. That being said, I trust the boys. They've been in this situation, specifically in the Premier League. And, I think you need to look at that City game at the Etihad as an opportunity rather than a fear. So we will see how they handle it. But, boys, Premier League, Champions League, different tournaments. We're going to go after it. Need to get it done. But just play one game at a time and worry about that. Cheers.